Battlefield Earth. It is considered one of the worst films ever made, but I find that to be completely, undoubtedly, mistakenly untruly. Battlefield Earth got about 3% on Rotten Tomatoes, 2.4 on IMDb, and 9% on Metacritic. I will average it at 5% out of 100, and I will tell you why Battlefield Earth is not so bad. The director of Battlefield is Roger Christian. He is an Academy Award winner. Can you not see the cinematography? Can you not hear the fantastic music? This view reminds me of the time when I lived in the Himalayas as a child. He did his job. This deserves a 1% Roger Christian increase. This beautiful actress is looking far off into the distance with concern, waiting for her beloved husband, which is the main actor, to return. I find by having a beautiful tribal smooth skin coiffed hair woman in a post-apocalyptic ancient future civilization should deserve some points. I give it a 1.1 beautiful woman increase. This is the first scene that we get to see of the main character, Johnny, who's played by Barry Pepper, who is in one of the most popular franchises of all time, Call of Duty.
You made that course your bitch.
He is also in Firestorm, an action-packed film where he plays a rapist that no longer likes to rape, or does he? Firestorm is about a fireman fighting evil firemen who turns out that these evil firemen are not actually firemen. It's like Con Air, but
You're still alive!
Firestorm.
forced fire version. He is also in one of the most beloved television series of all time, Lone Ranger turned into a film starring Johnny Depp.
No man could travel faster than the horse that carried him.
This film deserves a 3.7 Barry Pepper points.
Has anyone here ever seen one? A demon!
This scene shows the brilliance of the main character's existential crisis of him doubting the existence of the gods, demons, or such super entities, which results in his rebellious nature, creating proper progression through the story, leading him to eventually witness the John Travolta aliens. 3.4 increase for existential crisis. In this scene, he battles the ancient golf course dragon, coming to the realization that this demon that they all feared since ancient future time was actually a styrofoam Khaleesi dragon. 0.7 increase for realization. In this particular scene, the main actor comes in contact with two hunters. One of these hunters is a well-known actor in that popular TV show called Sons of whatever. But the important thing is that this actor had an Oscar-worthy performance, I thought, as the paper guy in Waterworld.
Paper! Have you ever seen paper? Look at it. Smell it.
That is beautiful. 0.9 increase for paper sniffing. This shot is the first widespread shot that shows the destruction and disparity of what humanity has become because of the invasion, giving us a proper visualization of what the world will be like without iPhones. 1.3 for creating proper atmosphere. What we are seeing is the aftermath of the main character trying to escape from the invaders of his first initial contact of them. This scene in slow motion of him smashing through the glass over and over again shows his fear and desperation of the situation, running away from the Thetans, Cyclos. 0.5% for tension building. As you can see, the main character, Johnny, is imprisoned and captured like an animal. He's then transported to a specific colonized location by the aliens. Within this colonized structure, they created an artificial atmosphere because they are incapable of breathing the Earth's atmosphere. I find that this shot beautifully shows the contrast between the two species, that is humans, now barbaric and dead of technology, and the aliens, advanced of technology, colonizing worlds. 2.6 increase for the tone. In this scene, the main character grabs the Cyclos weapon, using it against them and killing one of the Cyclos, which shows that they actually can die, and one shot at that. Then the main actor runs off and sees the difference between how humans are treated and how aliens view the humans to be, as slave labor. 7.8 for clarity. John Travolta. Need I say more? Academy-nominated, Golden Globe-winning actor who has been in one of the most memorable films of all time, like Wild Hogs.
Woo! It's my prerogative.
How you doing?
And Old Dogs with Robin Williams. And he played a dog named Bolt. This man has done it all. Now, he plays a 9-foot-tall disco boot-wearing alien. Hell, I'm in. 10 points for John Travolta-ness. This is quite well done, showing the physical difference of the Cyclos, both height and strength, in comparison to that of humans. You also hear the language of the Cyclos through the perspective of the people there. It is said that since John Travolta is so high up in the Church of Scientology, he has high levels of thetans and mest. He grew an extra 3 feet and demanded his skull create a long dreadlocks for this movie. 7.8 for molecular control. Forrest Whitaker! Forrest Whitaker, Academy Award winning, Golden Globe winning, Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai. He's a black guy that lives in the hood who follows the philosophy of a samurai. He is a Balamurai. He practices his kung fu techniques day to day and sits down on a bench and slurps some ice cream. Then murders 2 innocent rednecks in cold blood because they killed a bear. Forrest Whitaker's samurai philosophy told him to do so, but don't feel bad. They were racist. I almost forgot. He was in Taken 3, the takiest. A solid 7 for Forrests. John Travolta did not believe that a human was intelligent enough to use a weapon against them, and thus he had one of his own men to test it out to confirm. Because of the actions and reactions of the alien species throughout this film, they have a disconnect with not only the humans, but with their own as well, which can be described as sociopaths. Murder of one's own comrade, it's always hilarious. 2.1 for characterization. During the Arthur and the Round Table discussion, Travolta wanted to get off the planet Earth, but his superiors told him that he had to stay there for 50 more cycles.
To keep you here for another 50 cycles.
As a result, Travolta created a devious plan with his partner Forrest Whitaker behind the backs of his superiors to use humans illegally to mine for gold so that he can eventually leave Earth. And because of Travolta's actions, it gives humans the opportunity that they previously never had before. 2.3 for self-destruction. As you can see, this is the Cyclos' home planet Krypton, a very gaseous and radiation-full planet with no greenery or forests. It's an industrialized civilization that will eventually bring about their own destruction, as Al Gore said what will happen to our planet because of global warming when he created the internet. 3.3 for Al Gore. After the humans 9 to 5, they are forced to eat applesauce. The main character confronts the Alpha who claims to eat first, but they decide to fight it out as one would do in prison. The main character wins and shares the vegan yogurt with everyone. This becomes the linchpin to create a relationship amongst his own people, which results in a revolt against their suppressors. 1.7 for friends and resolution.
How do I even know that you understand the plan?
John Travolta used Forrest Whitaker as a patsy by making him confess the illegal activities that he was doing, resulting in a distrust between one another, creating a dynamic as to who will betray one another first. 0.7 for greed and betrayal. Time for the speed overview. He summons the will of humanity, breaks out of his alien shackles with a brick, runs away, gets chased by the Cyclos. Travolta pops up from the darkness and kills the Cyclo guards that were chasing him. He captures Johnny and his friends. He releases Johnny and his friends in the middle of nowhere. He watches how they would survive and what they would like to eat to use his leverage to work for him for a secret project to obtain gold in an area that Cyclos cannot enter. Rats! Travolta recaptures him and his friends. They fix the ceiling, throws Johnny in a knowledge machine, shoots the universe in his eyes. Johnny's intelligence jumps several IQ points and uses that knowledge to share with his brethren. Euclidean. Travolta takes them to a mountaintop, shoots some lonely cows to show his sniper skills, puts a neck bomb on Johnny's beloved, and says,
And this remote will activate the explosive from anywhere on the planet.
Travolta takes Johnny to the library to learn more about humanity so he can further cooperate and trade. Travolta secretly hides the gold in an alien coffin. Secrets! Johnny and his brethren create a plan of attack against the Cyclos after finding a military base with weapons and a nuke. Other Cyclos find out that they are not in their prison cages and an alert begins. Thus begins the revolt. Action! Slow motion! The paper guy crashes into the structure. It topples, freeing the humans and releasing oxygen into the structure. Remember, Cyclos are allergic to oxygen. Travolta mistakenly blows himself up from a bracelet from K Jewelers. Random human number 7 teleports to the Cyclos' home planet and blows a nuke up, causing a chain reaction, destroying Krypton. Johnny reunites with his beloved, then imprisons John Travolta, using him as a patsy with a recording device of his confession where he states he used humans for illegal labor, which caused the destruction of their home planet. Ghost Dog joins humans, and Travolta is surrounded by all the gold he ever wanted, but he could never reach again. Boom! Battlefield Earth is a required taste that's mainly for the hardcore sci-fi fans. It can be viewed as the so bad it's good type of film, but it's a 71.5, which is around a C-, so the film is okay.